Hey guys, Monkey Board Gamer here. Today we're starting a series on Star Citizen about game concepts and development, telling you what we know so far about certain game concepts and then compiling them into easily digestible chunks. To start off with, I thought we'd talk about the character creation, injury and final death of your character. So I'm going to read you some quotes from CIG and Chris Roberts as well during this. The character creation screen will be done in fiction. You start in the first person view looking at two bathroom doors. One will have a male sign, one will have a female sign. You go in there, that will choose your sex, and then you like rub a mirror. I am paraphrasing. You rub a mirror, you'll see your face, you edit your face, and then you'll go to the UEE recruitment office. You'll fill in your name on the MobiGlas form, and also your beneficiary or your heir, in case of your death. And this can be what they've suggested as a family member, son, daughter, uncle, aunt, or just anyone. You can make up a new character, whatever. It's not too important at that stage, I don't believe. So you create a character. Your character can get badly injured and can permanently die. Normally if your character like bleeds out or something happens to heavily incapacitate him, such as your ship exploding and you don't inject in time, someone destroying your escape pod, taking a load of damage, getting shot in the head, that will result in you losing a life or soft dying, shall we call it. You'll respawn at a planet, and you might have damage to you. Now, you don't know how many lives you have. It's a fuzzy amount. Also, if something terrible happens to you, like someone hits you in the head with a bazooka and your head explodes into like a shower of gore, you are very likely to be permanently dead. Or at least more likely to be permanently dead. So what happens when you die? You can create a new character, and I think you can either choose an heir then, or it will go to the heir you've chosen before. So you basically get all your stuff that you had, shifts down to that character. So people say, well, okay, so I've lost my character. What's the big deal? Well, we don't know what the penalties for dying are going to actually be. So you might lose reputation with factions, you might lose money in death tax, there could be quite a long period of time before you get your ships that the other character had. Do you keep all of your stuff? We don't know. Do you just keep the stuff that was safe? Well, I assume you'd only keep the stuff that was safe or insured. Now, insurance on your ships and stuff, that's on the hull of the ship, not the character. So, if I sell my ship, that new character has got the insurance on his hull, it's lifetime insurance or whatever it had before. If someone steals that ship doesn't have the insurance for that player. They go, no, invalidated insurance. Well, I say invalidated, they'll send the insurance to the original player, and they'll get a new ship with the insurance on their hull again. So, don't have to worry too much about that. We're not sure if it's going to be the same for first-person shooter items, but we'll see. There might be some stuff that's like, look at my super Titan armor, I want a lifetime insure that. That might happen, we don't know. So, are there things you can do to reduce your risk of dying? Well, yes. There's going to be systems on ships that can help prolong your life. There's going to be systems you can put in your armor, having medics with you, loads of stuff like that. If you're defending when someone's attacking your ship, they've said that even if you get shot in the head, there's less likely for you to die while defending. So, again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen with it, but that's what they've suggested so far. There's also going to be a PvP kind of slider, so people that don't want to participate in the PvP, although this is still unconfirmed, don't have to, or at least don't have to so much, they get eased into the universe. But if you're like bounty hunting players, and you start attacking people, that PvP slide is going to be set for you. There are going to be really harsh penalties as well for people that like try and actively kill players. So if you like get someone to eject and then blow up their pod, their escape pod, you are going to be marked for death by the government, unless they were like a horrible person. You're going to be marked to death by the players, and there's going to be NPC bounties and stuff put on you. So that's pretty cool. And they're working out anti-griefing systems, and they're working out ways so people don't just go, well, I'm worth 26 billion. If I die, I'll let my mate kill me. They're going to work out ways around that, hopefully. Possibly penalties onto your heirs, that sort of thing. So, people are going to get missions to save players and NPCs that go down if you want to get... Well, this is like the healing and recovery system. So, if you want to be a paramedic, or you want to help out other players, say someone ejects, okay, now they can activate their beacon to respawn on the planet. So they literally, when there's no other ships around, they can activate a beacon and they respawn on a planet. But you could wait for someone to pick you up, or when people eject, even if they do activate their beacons, when people or NPCs eject, there's going to be a chance for missions to come up for people that are flying in cutlass reds or whatever, to go and rescue those people and then heal them, or look after them. Also, people that in the cutlass reds are going to be really sought after, because you want your character to not die. So you want to have that cutlass red on support if you're landing on a planet to the FPS stuff. You're going to have that guy around as a medic. He's going to be able to drag you back to his cutlass red if you're injured and heal you up properly. So there is an awesome system to cater for players that want to be proper paramedics, which I think is amazing. Again, if you're injured during the FPS side, you can get stabilised by that medic or by your teammates and get back on your feet. But to get back on your feet properly or to really heal, you will require some form of medical facility or auto bay or auto dock, whatever the hell it was called. It's like the cutlass red has a simple one that you can get people back on their feet properly and repair their bodies. Sometimes shots are gonna really cause you to fall over, get knocked down, start bleeding out. So you're gonna really fear death. You're gonna go, oh shit, I've been injured, I need to get the hell out of here. And field repairs that you're gonna get literally when you're running around are just that. They are to patch you up to get you back in the fight. They're not going to be long-term solutions. And for anyone that's seen the FPS healing stuff where they've been dragged back, I thought that was beautiful and amazing. It's 10 different locations you can get injured in, and your limbs can go from normal damage to totally crippled, which would destroy it, and literally you lose the limb. So you'll have to get a bayonet replacement, or go around with a hook or something. I think that's going to be absolutely great. Really making people fear damage to their bodies and their mortality. I think it's such a good idea. Hopefully we're going to see ships being used in the FPS module as well, so literally landing on planets for people to be dragged back to. So it looks like we're going to have a system that people are really going to fear death, and players that want to help each other can, and they can even profit from it. I hope that's been informative, guys. I hope you learned a little bit more about the life and death of your character. Oh, there's one last thing I should talk about, actually. Squadron 42. So that's the single player side of Star Citizen, and that's going to basically train you how to fly, give you some cool little plot, and get you some starting gear, we assume. So you're probably going to get one of your starter ships to choose from there. You'll get your citizenship and stuff like that. That stuff will, when you complete that campaign, will get given to your character, will also pass down to your heirs or your next characters. So it is really worth doing. You do have the opportunity to replay that campaign with a character again if you're going to do for the full roleplay experience, but you don't have to. And people can totally ignore that as well if they want. They can literally buy their way out immediately of doing the campaign at the beginning of the game if they want to jump straight into the persistent universe, or they possibly got a second account or something like that. Anyway, guys, I hope that's been informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyone that's got any other comments they want to add to this, please put at the bottom. I will do update videos as I know more. Obviously, I haven't covered everything, but I've covered as much as my brain can take in a single session of really researching this. So, take care, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye! Don't die in the universe!